Hey there, this is John Barton from JB Cases. So we are live at the APA World Championships, and here out at the APA World Championships they got tons of tournaments going on, and every winner's a world champion in the APA. So yesterday I did a video on how to repair a zipper. Had a little rant going on there, you know, encouraging people to try to do more to fix their own zippers. So today I got a couple more cases that I'm going to do and show you guys how to fix the zippers. I'm also going to address a little bit more on the knockoff side of things. So as you've been following me the last couple weeks or so, I've been kind of ranting more about knockoffs and of our cases. You know, folks, there's the real big downer for knockoffs is that when you come to expect a certain quality level from a company and you come upon a case or a product that looks like the quality level that you expect, at least from first glance. In other words, when you see a knockoff but you don't know it's a knockoff at first, your first thought is to associate and expect a certain level of quality. Well, if you don't get that level of quality, then you've essentially been ripped off, even if you pay less for the knockoff product. And that's the real reason why knockoffs are dangerous. So you know, I'm not going to stop talking about knockoffs, and I'm not going to stop harping on them. But anyway, so here's the deal. I'm going to fix a couple zippers. I just want to show you something here. This is a prototype case that we did, gosh, about 7-8 years ago. And so we don't actually make this case anymore. This was an outgrowth of some experiments that we did. But, you know, I still honor our lifetime warranty on here. This customer, yesterday we gave him a new strap with our new suede on the back. So he's got that. You can see everything's intact here. Everything's still working great. And but here's the thing with his case is the zipper pulls. These zipper pulls you can see here are broken right here. Now the thing with this is that back then, on these particular cases, we didn't use the highest quality zippers and zipper pulls that we could get. So I didn't know that these would easily break. I don't even know if they easily broke with him, but you can see that they actually broke off from a lot of use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some zippers. I'm taking some zippers off of, or the zipper pulls off of another case that we took in on under warranty, and I'm going to put them on this case. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that so that you can do it yourselves. So we'll be doing that here in just a second. And I am doing this live at the booth, so you guys may see some interruptions or, you know, stuff like that going on. But anyway, this is a case right here that we made it with this material, and we didn't know that the material itself was not strong enough to hold up to the sewing. So since then, we've gotten different material and we've corrected it and made it all stronger. The young lady that owned this case, she loved it so much she didn't even want to give it up, even without a lid. So, but we did convince her to accept a new case, and she took it. So. Good to go on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to harvest some zipper pulls from this. These right here. So these pieces right here, I'm going to take these off and I'm going to put them on his case. So we're going to make that repair right now. But one thing that I'm going to do is we're going to do a little test since I've got these, because these are the good zippers. These right here are, I think these are our YKKs, are they not? I don't know. Okay, these are our new zippers. They're called new. That's a company that's like that was an outgrowth of another company called Key, but they're still super strong. So we're gonna test this, and I'm gonna let somebody try to break this and break it off. So we're gonna see what happens, and it's not gonna be me that tries it, as you know. Even if I appear to be trying hard to do it, I might be a little biased, you know, and the other half of my brain might be saying, don't try too hard, you don't want it to really break. So I'm going to find somebody neutral to come in real quick and try to break this. So let's see. Do we have anybody out there? Go find me a person. While they're going to find me somebody to do that, hey, can you handle this? Behind you. So this is a knockoff, one of the knockoffs of our cases. As you can see, I wrote on there, I wish I was a JB case. So who do we got? Come on, we got a candidate. All right. You want it?
What do I get for this? It doesn't count. We get Superman.
You get education. Come on, Superman. All right, so let's establish something real quick, okay? So I'm on YouTube Live, which I have 0 viewers, so no worries there for now. But I will have viewers later. But here's the thing: are you familiar with our brand of case at all?
No.
Okay, well come on.
Oh wait, is it JB?
Yeah, it's JB Cases.
Okay.
So what's your name?
Ace.
Ace. All right, Ace. I'm John Barton. I'm the JB and JB Cases.
Nice to meet you.
All right. So it looks like your arms. You look like you actually got like Superman arms there. So first of all, aside from the fact that I wrote on here, I wish I was a JB case. Would you say that looking around our booth, that this case looks similar to ours?
Somewhat, yeah.
Similar in design?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I don't want to be accused of leading the witness too much, all right? So here's the deal. We had a story about a guy that was just zipping and unzipping the case, and one of the zippers, this piece right here, broke off. So the zipper pull, the actual pull tab. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to unzip it and twist it and see how easily or not easily it comes off. All right, so you're going to actually try to break it, but I want you to gauge how much force it takes to actually get it to come out. Okay, so this is the knockoff, and let's see. All right, I got about 4 zippers to do this with. So, all right, go ahead and try to make that come off.
Okay, just twist it, or
yeah, you're trying to get it to come to. We want to see, like, this is basically a test, and how long would it last? So if you're a consumer and you're using this case, right, and you're zipping it up, unzipping it and everything, would you feel confident in how long that lasted right there?
not at all? No.
Did it take a lot of effort?
Not very much. No.
Okay, now, so we've established that one. That's the knockoff, okay? So we're going to set that aside for the moment. Now this is ours. This case right here is a case that I took in, like I told you guys, under warranty. So the whole top ripped off here, so we didn't know it was 2 weeks. I'm just kind of explaining it.
Okay.
But as you can see, we got a similar setup here with the pockets.
Yeah.
We got zippers here. So we're going to do the same test on these zippers right here, okay? Now these are not even as strong as the ones that we currently use. So I hope that they're going to do better, but we'll see. I'm pretty sure they will.
Okay.
All right, ready? So we're going to do the same test here. I'll hold it and you go ahead and try to tear it off. Okay, now would you say that that took more or less effort?
A little more.
A little more effort? Okay. Look at those arms. All right. Now, let's pick one that has, let's see, is this our good zipper? Those are new. Karen, find me a case with YKK zippers that I can tear up. Here we go. All right, this is a brand new case right here, unused. So we're gonna do the same thing. Go ahead and see how you do. So you can twist it? Nope. So, Ace with his Superman arms, the YKK zippers held up. These are the zippers that we currently use. So basically what I'm trying to say here is that we continuously improve our product, and several years ago we used pretty strong zippers. Now we use ones that are really hard to break, and that's why we can give a lifetime warranty. Are you satisfied with that in comparison to what to the two zippers that you just tested?
Much better.
So what I was showing everybody is I'm about to fix a case. This one's about 6-7 years old.
Okay.
And you can see here that the tabs right there have actually broken off. Yeah, so that's a pain in the ass, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 new tabs on here. And since this is held up pretty good right here, I'm pretty confident that that's going to continue to hold up.
Okay.
But I'm showing everyone how easy it is to actually fix this, so they don't have to send the case into us if it happens. However, you're more than welcome to send the case to us if you really want to, and we'll fix it. You'll just be out of the case for a week or 2 or a month until I get around to fixing it. But this is also to show that we honor our warranty. Lifetime means lifetime, and no BS means no BS. So I appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you very much for your time, man. Thank you. Ace is unaffiliated with us. I do not know him. I did not pay him. Get your check at the door.
Yeah, where is it?
Yeah. So he's just a random guy that wandered in or was dragged into our booth. But we hope that we can make a customer out of him. So thank you again. All right, so let's get to the repair here real quick and show you guys what we're doing. So this is a very simple deal here. What you're going to do is take a screwdriver and very carefully and very gently, just pry this up a little bit. Okay, it doesn't take much right here. Just pry it up with the screwdriver, all right? I'll zoom in here and see if we can zoom in so you guys can see it. All right, so very gently, we are going to pry this open. You see I've got a little flathead screwdriver right here.
So again, ladies only event 1:30 this afternoon, 9 ball 456.
Very small.
So
very gently pry this up. Not a lot, okay? Very slowly, very gently. Now we're going to take this out, take out the broken piece. Now we're going to put the good piece in. Okay, now I have to pry it up just a little bit more. I have to pry it up just a little bit more to get this in. There we go. So now we have one in, but now comes the other part. We have to close it. So what I recommend here is you get a pair of pliers that has a loop. You see the pliers right here. Don't get the straight needle nose pliers. Get the ones here that have a little indentation here, like you could grab onto a nut. And you're going to want to use this back edge right here to come around and get inside and squeeze it down. So let's open this up a little bit. I'm going to get it all the way open so I can get inside here. Now what I want to do is I want these pliers to come around right at this edge back here and close it off. So I'll pull it around so you guys can see it. So we're going to get the pliers to come right to this back part right here and close it down. So here, I'll show you what this is going to look like because it's really hard to see. It's really difficult to see what this looks like. So you'll notice here, this part of the zipper right there, that's what we want to clamp down on, okay? So we're going to come around to the back of it like this. Just remember, go slowly, okay? Come around to the back, and you want to apply pressure right there. Right here, you want to apply pressure. Now I've put duct tape around the plier head right here so that the teeth do not scratch the paint on the zipper head. All right, so we don't want it to look unsightly or get any burrs or anything like that. So there you go. So go slowly, be gentle, kind of like your first sexual experience. Just come around, very gently squeeze it in. And now it's down, so you guys can see right here. You see the difference. Now it's down and tight, and it won't come out again. Now it may come out again, okay? Up until now, for 7 years, that has not come out. So the only thing that happened was the actual tab itself broke off. 9 years, I'm sorry. Karen just corrected me, she told me 9 years. So now, let's fix this one. So this part has been pretty strong for 9 years right here. And it was the actual pull itself that broke. So again, the repair is the same. So let's go ahead and do this one. Remember what I said, gently pry it up. Okay, so that's off. Now let's go ahead and harvest one from this one. See, we already had Ace take one off of this one the twisty way. Let's try it again and see if we can twist it off here on this one. Okay, so I'm not as strong as he is, so I can't do it easily. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the screwdriver here, and we're going to pry it up a little bit. Okay, so we got to pry it up a little bit more. There we go. Now I got it way up there. So that's obviously going to come out very easily now. There you go. And same thing applies over here. Now we're going to see how easily this goes in, if not, if at all. There we go, we got it. And last move is just to get this in gently right here. Get this in gently and squeeze it down, make sure that's on. And that's it. That's it right there, so it's all done. Now he has a functioning zipper head again, as you can see. All perfect, all good. All his other zippers here are intact. So real quick though, one thing to tell you guys, don't make a habit of hanging stuff on your zippers. Like, don't put any extra weight that doesn't need to be there. You know, zippers can be really cheap, like on this knockoff, they can be really shitty. Or they can be good like we use, like the ones we use here. But everything, of course, you know, that's made is prone to breaking with enough pressure, right? So you have to use things for the way that they were intended to be used if you want to get the longest life out of them. So cheap ass zippers like these over here, they break with normal use, you know, just normal, because they're just not strong enough to stand up to normal use. Zippers like ours, you know, they're made to stand up against normal use, you know, so more than normal use. But there's no reason for you to go out of your way to add more pressure. So by putting big key rings on here, or balls and all this other stuff that can go on there, you know, all that does is add more pressure to these little parts right here, and increase the chance that it can fail at some point. So my suggestion to you is don't hang stuff from your zippers, and pay attention when you're using your zippers that you don't pull on them as you're doing. You don't need to pull outward, just pull around the chain like this. So I've seen people just yank them and then pull, and that's going to increase the pressure. So just a little bit of care on the part of the use, you know, will prolong the life of the zippers and reduce the likelihood that you're going to have to undergo any kind of a repair like I just did. So, but anyway, there you go, a 9-year-old case made by us. I think this was even before we were putting a logo inside. Let me see. So yeah, we have a logo inside. It's this is really cool. This is like the old, I don't know if you guys can even see it in there, but it's like our old logo that we put in there. And this guy's been using this case for 9 years. Looks great. So we may come out with some similar designs again, but there you go. We stand behind the warranty. We build cases that last, and if for some reason they don't last, we honor the warranty. Now a knockoff like this says, "I wish I was a JB case." Actually, what the maker of this case wishes is that the consumer thinks that it's a JB case. And you know, we've heard rumors, and I'll just say it like this: we've heard rumors that some sellers of some knockoffs like to tell people that their cases are made in the JB case factory, or JB cases are made in the same factory as these. Folks, we don't have a factory. We have a workshop, okay? I mean, I don't know how you want to define factory or workshop or whatever, but I define a factory as a place with an assembly line and mass production, you know, and I know for a fact that the place where these cases are made, they do have an actual assembly line where parts are going down a line on a conveyor belt, and the sewers are right next to it, and they just pull the parts off, they sew it, they put it back on the belt. The next person down the line pulls one off and does a task, and then at the end of the line, you know, a case exists, right? That's not how we do it. Everything that we do starts with hand cutting the material, carefully selecting the material. They're put in baskets. One person is responsible for sewing everything on the case. She will take it, she will test every part, she will sew everything, and then somebody else down the line is responsible for checking all that quality. They will pull on the case, they'll pull on the seams, pull on the zippers, and so on. Of course, once in a while, something is going to slip by everybody, right? Everybody has bad days. We have bad sewing days. People are pissed off. They have headaches. Whatever, right? But for the most part, all of our cases that you guys see here are very high quality. And as my staff can attest, if I see something that's not done right, I go ballistic. You know, the other day, I threw a case down on the floor in the booth here, and I jumped on it and I stomped on it, you know, and I was mad, not because the case itself was badly made, but because we didn't follow just the procedure of informing the customer. But the point I'm trying to make here is that even though I threw an out-of-line temper tantrum, the case survived it. You know, look how fat I am. Look at this. I'm not proud of it, but I got 220 pounds, maybe 230 here, and I put all that full weight right on the case several times. So, you know, the bottom line is we want to make sure that the case is tough enough to survive most normal use and some abnormal use, because I want to look you in the eye. When I see you at these shows, all I want to hear from you is how great the case is and how happy you are. And if for some reason you're not happy, I want to be able to take care of you quickly with no hassle. And if the reason that you're not happy is something that we can fix for all of our cases, then we immediately fix it. We take care of it. Because every time that happens, our cases get stronger, so that every year after year, fewer cases come back, fewer customers have problems, and more customers say, thank you for building a great case, you know? And it just gives us that good, warm, fuzzy feeling when that happens. So I know for a fact that people who buy these cases, things like the zipper pulls coming off, that's the most basic thing. There's other things that can go wrong with these cases because I've been through them. I've been through it. I know for a fact that when these cases start flying back at the people who are selling them, those people are going to do everything they can to not give the customer any resolution that makes the customer happy. They're not going to want to replace the case. They're certainly not going to be able to fix it. You know, they're not going to want to have anything to do with the customer. So once you buy one of these knockoffs, with some of these companies, if you buy the knockoff, you own it the moment that you give them the money, and that's it. If something breaks 5 minutes from then, you're SOL unless the seller wants to be generous and exchange it. But they're under no obligation to replace it or repair it unless there's some relevant laws in the state that you bought it in or something. But even then, you would have to then go through all that to make a complaint, you know, to the relevant authorities to get resolution. It's not like that they would want to honor that on their own without you having to go and make a separate complaint. Some other sellers, they tell you, well, there's a 90-day warranty or a 60-day warranty or 120-day or whatever freaking day warranty they say. And I guarantee you that when that warranty passes, even before that, they don't want to deal with you, but when that warranty passes, they're just going to say, sorry, we told you it was a 90-day warranty, that's it. So my question to you is, if you're going to spend $170, $150, $200 on a product, and it's a product that you expect, based on the look of it, based on what you know of the original product, for example, you have an expectation of quality that's going to last for a lot of years, or a lifetime even. How are you going to feel when that thing breaks in 90 days and you got to go through all the hassle of addressing it, trying to get a resolution, and then you don't get any resolution? And then even if you do get some kind of resolution, do you really want to be exchanging your case every couple months when something else breaks on it? So, you know, that's my rant here for the knockoffs and everything. So it's worth it to me as a consumer to spend the extra money. And when I'm talking extra money, I'm talking like this case right here. This has a retail sticker price of, I think, $195, okay? I think it's on sale for like $180 or $185 or $170 or something. I have no idea. But so the sale price is like, you know, $20 less than the retail price, and a similar, you know, very similar setup to ours. You know, our case in a very similar setup, but obviously with much higher quality, is about $250. So you're saving like $55 at the full retail. You're saving like $75, you know, with their sale price. And then you got to ask yourself, what's your time worth? You know, what's the aggravation factor worth? What's it worth if the case actually harms your queue? You know, so if you got a $500 queue or a $200 queue or a $2,000 queue, if there's something inside of this case that actually does harm to your queue, you know, we don't even need to talk about how that blows away your savings right there. But to my knowledge, right, I mean, for me, if you have to spend even 1 hour dealing with this, you got to go pack it and ship it, send it back, whatever. Even if they're willing to exchange it, there goes all your savings right there. So I would rather buy a case with a lifetime warranty, which we give you. And more importantly, I would rather buy a case that you're not likely to ever need that lifetime warranty. So you just enjoy the use of the case for as long as you want to use it until you're just tired of it and you want to buy something new, something that looks different just because you're ready for something new, like you would do a nice car or something. So anyway, there you go, guys. That's the end of my rant right now. I appreciate it. And for those of you that have seen us out here at the show, thank you for your patronage. Thank you for your support. It's because of you guys that we can continue to do this. And remember, friends don't let friends buy knockoffs. Do your homework. Pull on those zippers. You know, when you go to try a product, try to break it. Try it. What are they going to do to you? Kick you out of the booth? So try it. Pull on those zippers. Pull on those handles. Pull on stuff. One last little thing. This is supposed to be a backpack strap, right? Well, here, this has got a cheap ass D-ring right here. See that? So when you wear it as a backpack, it's going to pull apart. When you wear this as a backpack, it's going to just keep pulling apart. See what I did there? So you can imagine when you put this on, and try to wear it, okay, forget about the obvious discomfort factor, but when you try to wear it, if you're thick, you'll see how that's pulling right there. So even if you don't feel it, every little bit, it pulls and pulls and pulls, every little bit, ever so slightly, until it's apart. So, you know, that's another thing right there, man. So all these are factors that you have to look at. You know, with our cases, hand me a case with a backpack strap, please. This is a dedicated backpack setup. So you can see here that when you pull on this, nothing is going to separate. So if you're wearing it as a backpack, it's stress-free, basically, for the case. And it's a lot more comfortable. If you have a single point on our cases and you put another strap on right here, these D-rings are not coming apart. So even with a single point of contact, you're not able to tear it apart just through simple use. So, you know, there's a lot more to this. I could go on forever with this. But for those of you who watch our videos and you're interested in quality, here's another one to kind of show you the differences and educate you a little bit more. And I hope that when you make a case buying decision, if you're looking for tough and durable and strong, and I hope that you think of us, and I also hope that we have a style that pleases you, so that it's not just a matter of looks. All right, you guys take care. Thank you very much, and I appreciate your time. Bye-bye.